Zach wasn't a hero. He wasn't a freedom fighter, a chosen one, or even someone with an exciting day job. He was a gamer, a movie addict, and a snack enthusiast. That was about as much effort as he put into life. So, when he ran out of bacon chips, chili bean dip, and Dr. Pepper during a weekend-long binge of bad sci-fi movies and online battles, he did what any responsible adult would do. He threw on a hoodie, slid into his worn-out sneakers, and shuffled to the nearest corner store. The world outside his apartment was bleak. Everything was overpriced, from rent to groceries. Work paid peanuts, and everyone seemed tired, broke, and miserable. Prices kept rising, but no one could explain why. Some blamed greedy corporations, others blamed governments. But the truth was, well, Zach was about to stumble into it. As he entered the 24/7 convenience store, the fluorescent lights buzzed aggressively. The place was empty except for one worker at the counter, a young woman with dark green hair tied in a messy ponytail, scrolling through her phone with disinterest. Zach made a beeline for his usuals: bacon chips, chili bean dip, Dr. Pepper, the essentials. But just as he reached for the chips, he caught something weird in his peripheral vision. The girl at the counter flickered. For just a second, her human form glitched, revealing green scales, slitted yellow eyes, and, was that a tail? Zach blinked, rubbed his eyes. Did he just see that? Okay, maybe, he muttered. Maybe I've been watching too many bad alien invasion flicks. But as he approached the counter, the girl still had a tail. A long, scaly, very real-looking tail that flicked lazily behind her as she kept scrolling through her phone. And then he saw it. She wasn't on TikTok, Instagram, or anything normal. She was on something called Galactic Who's Who. That's weird, Zach muttered. Then, without thinking, he blurted out, "Hey, what's up with your tail? Looks kinda real." The girl froze mid-scroll. Then, slowly, she turned her head toward him. Their eyes met. A long, awkward silence stretched between them. Then she sighed, looked down at her tail, and muttered, "Crap. The tech's acting up again. Looks like we got another one. Begin the wipe." Zach grinned. "So it is real?" "Yeah." "Nice," Zach said, nodding. "This day just got interesting." She blinked. "You're not scared?" "Nah," Zach said. "You're kinda cute. What do you mean, begin the wipe?" The alien girl's scales darkened slightly, like she was blushing. If lizard people could even do that. "Well," she said, tossing her phone onto the counter, "I was about to neuralize you and do a memory wipe, but you just made my boring job of managing this store and the human race way more interesting." Before Zach could process that, she grabbed his wrist and dragged him into the back room. The back room was not a back room. It was a high-tech command center, filled with holographic monitors, alien text, and surveillance feeds of the entire city. Zach stared. Okay, this is not normal for a corner store. The alien girl, Tess, according to her name tag, leaned against a console. "Look, I might as well tell you because I'm kinda done with this gig. Earth's cost of living crisis, the constant inflation, the fact that you humans work yourselves to death just to afford basic survival." "Yeah," Zach said. "It sucks." "Well," Tess smirked, "it's all rigged. Your entire economy is controlled by corporate aliens who run Earth like an investment scam. They keep prices high, wages low, and funnel all the profits to universal shareholders. The more you humans suffer, the better the returns." Zach blinked. Then he slowly sat down on a crate labeled, "Do not eat employee stock." "Wait. So you're telling me," he said carefully, "that aliens are behind the entire cost of living crisis?" "Yup." "And they're doing it for shareholder profits?" "Uh-huh." "And you're, what? A manager?" "Middle management," Tess said bitterly. "Thought it'd be a fun job overseeing humans. Turns out it's just paperwork, stress, and minimum wage." Zach nodded sympathetically. "Damn, even alien capitalism sucks." "Tell me about it." Tess sat down next to him, crossing her arms. "I hate this job, and I hate those corporate overlords even more. But thanks to you, I just realized something. What's that? She smirked. I don't have to do this anymore. Zack raised an eyebrow. What, you quitting? Better? Tess cracked her knuckles. I'm taking down the entire system. With Tess's insider knowledge and Zack's gaming-addicted brain wired for strategy, the two of them hatched a plan to overthrow the reptilian overlords. Step 1. Hijack the galactic corporate network. Step 2. Expose the scam. Step 3. Kick some scaly ass. Okay, Zack said, looking over the schematics of a massive underground alien server farm. This place is where all Earth's financial data is controlled? Yup, Tess said. Take it out and the whole scam collapses. Prices drop, wages rise, humanity wins. Nice, Zack said. Let's wreck their entire stock market. And so, with stolen alien tech, a hover truck filled with explosives, and Tess's insider access, they stormed the underground headquarters of Earth's corporate overlords. Lasers blazed, explosions rocked the facility, and reptilian security guards hissed in rage as Zack and Tess fought their way through. Tess used her tail like a whip, disarming enemies and knocking them unconscious. Zack, armed with a stolen plasma rifle, discovered that his FPS skills actually translated to real combat. Dude, he yelled as he blasted a reptilian goon. This is just like Doom! Focus, Zack! Tess shouted, suplexing a lizard guard into a terminal. Finally, they reached the main server. Tess hacked in. Zack planted the bombs. As alarms blared, they sprinted out just in time to watch the entire system go up in flames. Boom. The galactic stock market crashed. Earth's cost of living? Reset to normal. Corporate reptilians? Bankrupt. Zack and Tess? Fugitives, but victorious. As they stood on a rooftop watching the city lights flicker back to life, Zack turned to Tess and smirked. Guess we just pulled off the biggest heist in history. Tess grinned. Told you I was up for a little fun. And as sirens howled in the distance, Tess wrapped her tail around Zack's waist, pulling him close. You're a pretty good partner, she admitted. Likewise, Zack said, leaning in. And just before they kissed, Zack smirked and whispered, The bigger the alien, the harder they fall.